This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to January wrap-up for Glitter and Lasers. Woo! It's not that exciting, honestly. It's a little weird. January starts off with Anna reminding us that she is a Taylor Swift fan. She's not a lifelong Taylor Swift fan, let that be known. Just because I have found evidence to the contrary. I have finished reading her 2013 blog, the year 2013 in her blog. I do plan to do like a little retro react to that. I just didn't want to do it the same way I did last time because that took a lot. So this time we're just going to do it all in one go. Except for I am going to chunk out the section where she goes to Fat Camp. It's not Fat Camp, but she goes to The Biggest Loser camp, not the television show, just a camp themed around The Biggest Loser. So let's start off January. Can you believe January's over with? How is this year going? All right, so we start off. There's going to be a lot of these that don't have sound because Anna likes to use copyright music. It's fine. Whatever. You do you, boo. I'm just not going to do it here. So let's see. I can't use captions on these, can I? Sorry, y'all. You can't comment on anything on Anna's YouTube channel because that is part of Anna's 2025 self is no commenting on YouTube. You can go and try to comment on TikTok, but she will delete it if it's not something ass-kissing. Don't have any idea what Instagram looks like. I should probably pay a little more attention to it, but I didn't this month, so I will do better for February. Maybe? But there we go. I do have other things to do. So this was, where's the description? There is no description. Sparkling my way to 2025Z. Does that mean something? I'm old. Explain this to me. Anyway, so this is from January 1st. She's just kind of going along with the song. It's not a bad look on her, I guess. I mean, for glitter and lasers, I mean, she's glitter. What do you want? Somebody did point out, is that even her real nose? I know that sounds weird, but I forget where I saw it. Oh, no, I know where I saw it. Anyway, there's somewhere around there's a clip floating around. I think it came off the farms, but it's of Alexander Rodriguez. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because filters. And everybody's always on about fat filters. And I'm like, there's only so much you can do with a filter, right? So I'm not going to show the picture because I don't, A, remember where it is, and B, I'm not going to go look for it. But apparently one frame, it's 2 frames from the same video, and there's supposedly one immediately after the other. And I've seen it somewhere else, and I think it came off of the farms. But one frame is Alexander Rodriguez without the filter, supposedly. Supposedly. Take this all with a grain of salt, obviously. And then the next one is her with the filters on. And if this is true, these are 2 different women. The filter took that much weight off of her. It not only took that much weight off of her, it reshaped her face. It is insane. The background's the same. Her hair is roughly the same. Her makeup and her shirt are roughly the same. Like, obviously, the proportions are different. Like, I sat there for, like, I don't know, a good solid 20 minutes, like, matching up the wrinkles in the shirt just to make sure that they were the same. It's crazy. Anyway, so I know people have accused glitter and lasers of using fat filters as well. We're definitely using girl filters. But I know that she uses face filters, right? I know that. So who doesn't anymore? Like, the only reason I don't is because I use OBS. And they don't have filters on OBS. Who doesn't want to look like a teenager? Teenagers. Anyway, what's the next one? All right, so this is January 1st. Here we go. Now, here's the thing about YouTube, Glitter's YouTube versus TikTok. For whatever reason, Anna started putting all of these hashtag throwback videos up. And most of them are her doing this kind of crap, or doing makeup or craft projects. But they all say hashtag glitter and lasers, hashtag throwback. Do they even have descriptions? No, they do not. But she doesn't put these on TikTok. The only stuff she puts on TikTok are like new videos. And the new videos aren't new. And we'll talk about that when we get to one of them. This not being one of them. You can tell by her hair. She's always been enamored with her own ass. She really thinks she's got the booty. It would have been more interesting if she had said when the throwback was from, but you can probably tell from her hair and her outfits and just her overall body shape exactly when these are from. Because at least she put throwback on it and she's not trying to pass it off as like being new content. This one does her no favors. And yes, we're going to sit here and watch that one. As Lizzie says, there's a screenshot. I don't get this one. They're like toys disguised as candy. Yeah, okay. And you're a goddamn adult. Anyway, this one wasn't so bad. These are all throwbacks, by the way. This one wasn't so bad. I like when she does these little experimental makeup things. I think they're kind of pretty when she gets done with them, considering. Now, what are you going to do with it? I don't know, but here you are. All right, so this is a little review of Festi from Torrid. This one is new content, supposedly. We're going to pause it. I'm going to back it up. If you don't know what Festi is, I didn't. Festi is a micro brand within the Torrid brand. So again, where are all the Torrids going? I think the overall consensus is the Torrids are closing because rent's too high and their sales just aren't doing well. Why aren't their sales doing well? Maybe because people don't buy plus size clothes at the rate that they need to in order to support a plus size brand like that. Ah, no. Did you though? Are ya? I like this top. I don't understand why she can't buy jeans that fit her. From Torrid. You can't find jeans that fit you online from Torrid? After your surgery? You can tell it's after her surgery because her legs are real smooth and she's got this weird knee bump going on. She got this strange bump after her surgery because she put a bunch of weight on after her thigh, her thigh surgeries. They didn't clearly take this chunk of fat with it. So this piece of fat has expanded as she has put weight on. You know, exactly how it's described as going to happen in the international standards for treating lipedema, which is why it's not recommended to use liposuction early in lipedemic treatment. Just saying. So anyway, you can tell where in the treatments this is because this just kind of gets bigger and it looks weird. Anyhow, so this is post-leg treatment, but I believe it's pre-arm treatment. It's really weird because they're like really baggy in like this area, but they are like tight AF through here. Like they're so tight the pockets aren't even sitting right. Because they don't fit. I like it actually. I think it's cute. That's awful. The belt is too small. There's no such thing as a high waist belt or whatever you just got done calling it. If you really want to see how these look, Lindsay, I'll see if I can't find the video to link. Lindsay did this, and I think she put a side-by-side of what the outfit should have looked like versus how it looks like on Anna. This is a pleated skirt, There's pleats in this skirt. Not that you can tell, because right here they are like popping out because they don't fit. And also, I think Anna's allergic to ironing and or steaming her clothes to get the wrinkles out. So she always looks like she just pulled her clothing out of a garbage can. I don't know. Did she give up? Did she just give up? I don't know. The dress is cute. I even like the color. It's not a great color on her just because it washes her out, but it's a cute dress. Yeah, it is Lindsay, because Lindsay pulled up 2 other colors of this. One of them's like a kind of a blue. It would have looked better, but it's a cute dress. And then there's this. Honey, how do you put these on, see these lines, and go, oh yeah, they fit? If my jeans fit like this, I would size up. This is not fit. Fabric is not supposed to pull like this around your gunt. I'm sorry, it's not. Even in Torrid, it's not supposed to pull like that. Also, this outfit is hideous. I'm sorry. It didn't look good on the model. It doesn't look good on you. It wouldn't look good on anyone. Really? I need on her. I know somebody made me a card, a bingo card. I need one of the squares on the bingo card to be like, says something or admires own ass, because it's pretty regular. Why? But the dress looks so nice on you. All right. This is a clip from the infamous podcast. I think this is Anna's part. Let's see the description. When the search for answers feels endless, listen to the medical detectives for the whole story. I guess we could back it up and listen to the whole thing. There won't be any music involved. If you're not listening to the podcast, I don't blame you. I do have a couple reactions up for it. They're long. Just warning you now, they are long. So decide now if you really want to commit that much time to it. Or you can go listen to the podcast yourself. The podcast has, on at least the Spotify end of things, turned off comments, so you cannot comment. You can still rate it, but you can't comment. And I believe I was told on the Apple end that they turned off comments as well. So you can no longer comment on the podcast at all. And somebody was telling me that you couldn't rate the podcast either, but I did find on Spotify where you can rate the podcast still. So you'll have to confirm. Someone using Apple will have to confirm for me whether you can comment and rate on Apple. I know there are some of those like web crawlery type podcast apps out there that are they like go across the web and they just kind of grab podcasts and rehost them, I guess. I don't know how to explain it because I don't use any of them. And I know on those you can rate and comment still because they're not the primary sources. But at the 2 main sources for the podcast, which was Apple and Spotify, you can't comment or anything. I'm out of tea. No. Anyway. But just to give you a little taste of the podcast. Okay, this is Kathy's story. I just got done reacting to this. So this would be the 2nd episode. Where'd the 1st episode go? Did she take it down? The very first episode of the podcast, you know, since we're recapping January, Anna launched her Medical Detectives podcast in January. And the very first episode was Anna gaslighting us all on her medical journey story. And then with a final flourish of, she's not obese, y'all. She's got super duper rare 2 super duper rare obesity genes that are the reason why she's obese and has lipedema and all of the other health problems that she has. It has nothing to do with her lifestyle or the things that she eats or or anything else. It's the genes. She can't help it. It's God himself has reached down with his finger and went, boop, you shall be obese. Nothing she can do. It's a mystery. And she got blasted for that, which is why you can't comment on anything anymore. Good way of handling the critics there. This is the second episode, and again, I know this because I just got done reacting to it. So there should have been an episode between the 21st and here because the first episode went up. Let's check real fast. Yeah, the very first episode, which is Anna's story, went up on January the 8th. And there was a little clip from it that she had on here. Ooh. Does she have it on TikTok still? Ooh. Boys and girls. There have been some videos on TikTok that are not on the YouTubes. Let's get caught up, shall we? Because I am now aware of this. All right. So we've already seen this one. Now, remember when I said on YouTube there was no description? I usually have a double screen here. I'm not going to do it this time just because I don't want to set it up. So this is from January 1st. Here's to sparkle more in 2025. 2024 was a hard but powerful year for me. Keep in mind, I am dyslexic and Anna can't write worth a damn. So it's kind of a fun combo. While I'm proud of everything I did, I felt I lost some of my sparkle. I was emotionally fatigued, overwhelmed with what I learned about my body, and figured out who I was in a body that felt like a stranger to me. This year, my goal is to sparkle more. Let the negative reflect only more light. Bleh. Let the dark be illuminated and magnify as much joy as I can in the world. There should have been a comma there. Also, for me, sparkled means acknowledging my success and celebrating them. I'm telling you. Something I struggle to do. I am ready to take 2025 and all the challenges and opportunities to shine it gives me. 2025 already feels so full of sparkle. 2 lipedema surgeries planned and an exciting project I get to tell you about in 6 days. She's talking about the podcast spoilers. A new apartment. Oh, this is where she tells us she's moving. Oh. And some exciting adventures planned. I plan to shine ever more brightly this year. Happy New Year goals, sparkles, outfit of the day. All right, so I'm not playing this again. We've already watched it. But I think I'm going to silence this. Yeah. All right, so this one's an interesting video, and it was on YouTube, but she yanked it. This is what a difference a year makes. I cannot wait to see where I am when all of my surgeries are done. This says 6 days, eyeballs, running positive vibes, fitness journey. So she's claiming that these are weird. Okay, so the oldest one is her in the pink from, January of 2024. And this one in the yellow is from December. So they're both the same year. So let's just watch. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, the interesting thing about these, though, is not that she is casually basically walking in one of them and hard sprinting in the other one with her hair majestically down, so it looks like she's got even more. She still can't get both of her feet up off the ground, though. Wait, does she? Can we see? God damn it. I just want to be able to look at this frame by frame. Is that not? Nope. It's not possible. Nope, she's got her feet on. Got her heel and her toe down. Nope, she still can't run. Okay, just checking. This video from December 2024, she actually posted in 2024 as part of a reality versus Instagram clip that she did, where she shows this clip of her running as the Instagram clip, right? And then the reality of this is right after this clip, she's like, and then she has to take a hit off of her inhaler because she can't breathe. Improvement. I guess we weren't supposed to remember that. So I guess the improvement is, I don't know. Maybe she needed an inhaler before and after in January? I don't know. But that's the interesting part about this is this yellow outfit here. She used that in a clip in January to show the difference between reality and the fantasy world of social media. And the fantasy of the social media was her running with a smile as if nothing was wrong. And then the reality of it was that she was panting and couldn't breathe and had to take a hit of her inhaler because she couldn't breathe. Improvement. Anyway, this was on YouTube and she clearly pulled it because it is no longer on YouTube. Okay, this is funny. I thought this was funny. I know a lot of people don't think these skits are funny. We're not gonna watch it because we're not gonna watch it. But this You Got David guy, he's hilarious. I'm sorry. I've actually followed him because I think he's hilarious. It's you should go watch it. It's cute. Anyway. Basically they're at a dog park, but they're talking about their dogs as if they're children. This is from the 3rd of January. Last year I bought an Insta360 to, quote, try new things. I took it on a trip, recorded a few things to give it a go. Well, I never even looked at the clips. Surgery came. I got overwhelmed, and playing around with something new felt like way too much pressure. Now, 6 months later, I found the time. Now that I know how to use it, I cannot wait to create even more magic with it this year. I mean, the whole video is such a vibe. I'm literally obsessed. Just a little reminder to do things in your own time and that it's never too late to learn something new. I mean, I guess. It's kind of cool. Yes. I think the point of these is like you're supposed to be able to like film in 360 degrees, but after you post the picture, like I, the watcher, can go on there and like rotate the picture as I'm watching it so like I can see the whole video. I think that's kind of cool, personally. Kind of just looks like drone footage, like really shitty drone footage. Sorry. All right. This one, I really hate you too. Let's see. This is from the 6th of January. It's time my health journey becomes about more than just me. Huh? I'm excited to announce I'll be co-hosting the Medical Detectives podcast with Dr. Aaron Nance, US. Is there a Dr. Aaron Nance, UK? The show launches this Wednesday, January the 8th. Oh, it sure did. I think I listened to it. I think I listened to it live and via on my own because it was too much. I so excited to help other women tell their medical stories and hopefully empower others to seek out the care they deserve. I just can't wait for y'all to listen. So it's a women's only podcast? I don't remember that detail. Also, shout out to our sister podcast, The Dating Detectives, for being so welcoming as we embark on something totally new and a little scary. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. We can do hard things. We sure can. We can build it. All right, there we go. Helps a little bit. Makes me look smart. Also, if you have your own medical mystery story, email it to stories@themedicaldetectivespodcast.com for the chance to chat with me and tell your own story on the show. Not me and Dr. Nance. Chat with me. Screw Dr. Nance, which actually is actually pretty accurate. Health and wellness, podcast, self-care, medical mysteries. You forgot the hashtags, Anna. Maybe I should put the little thingies up. All right, let's listen to this because it is audio. And I doubt if it has music, I'll just turn it off, but here we go. Hey, why are you?
Navigating the healthcare system and finding the care. I've been really open about my health journey, and it has been a struggle navigating the healthcare system and finding the care I needed. Because of this, I've really felt like there's just a need to do more. It's something that a lot of people struggle with and just don't even know where to begin. So about 6 months ago, I was introduced to Dr. Erin Nance. She's this super badass orthopedic surgeon in New York who raises awareness for diseases that disproportionately affect women. Out of that introduction came something I'm super excited to tell you about, the Medical Detectives podcast. Each week, we're going to be diving into a story from someone just like you who has faced a challenging or difficult or sometimes even mind-boggling medical mystery. First episode of Medical Detectives, well, it's really special to me because it's actually my story. And it's parts of my story I've never shared before. I hope you'll join me and listen in on Wednesday, January 8th for our launch episode. I've been really open.
And by parts she never shared before, she means shit she made up on the spot. Sorry, not sorry. This is... let's see. What am I wearing on my vision board this year? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Amazonite for balance, black onyx for safety, amethyst for focus, rose quartz because 2025 is the year we attract love, and the jaguar to help me find some light in the shadows. Really? I love that I can wear a reminder of all the good I'm chasing this year. You can find vision board necklace experience. Here we go. You can find the vision board necklace experience at Nina Buranato stores in Austin and Dallas. There were so many cute charms. I had a really hard time choosing, so I think I might go refresh my necklace throughout the year as my focus and energy changes. Right now, this one is perfect for me and the dreams I'm chasing. Shout out to my friend Nina for once again bringing symbolism and purpose together to create pure fashion. I'm proud of you, friend. Now the question is this? Oh, it's still not on here. We are still way behind. Yeah. Okay, so next. This was on YouTube. She took it down. So there's a lot of these that have been deleted. Okay, so this is the one that I knew was missing, which brought us over to TikTok. This is the clip of the podcast from Anna's story. This is from January the 9th. Do I have the right windows up? Yes. Okay, good. The very first episode of the Medical Detectives podcast is out now, and to kick us off as a host, I shared my story. Have you heard of fen-phen, the diet drug with incredibly dangerous consequences? This is just one aspect of my journey and fight for my health. Find the Medical Detectives out now wherever you stream your favorite podcasts now. It was really only out on Apple and Spotify, but I'm sure it's a bunch of places now. Here's the issue with the fen-phen story. Ain't nobody giving an 8-year-old fen-phen. I don't give a shit. Anyway.
So the changes in my body really started to happen around puberty. I just started to gain weight, which is kind of unusual because I was always a really active kid. So it was puzzling to a lot of people, how was I gaining weight? So I remember
this whole clip. There are literal pictures of Anna as a child. She is a heavier child. Like, she is not a small kid. There's even stories that Anna shares in her book that she released in 2018 talking about being a larger child. Anyway. And then she says she's hit puberty at the age of 8. That was really early back in our day, because kids hadn't started maturing so early yet. That's that early of a maturation. Sure, big words. Was usually caused by obesity because of the excess hormones in our systems, right? Which means not a lot of people were doing it because we didn't have a lot of like super obese children yet. So Anna going through puberty as early as she did, plus admitting to being an overweight child, just kind of reinforces that she was an obese kid at the age of 8 already. So
around that time, my mom took me to this really shady doctor in the middle of nowhere. And I remember even as a little kid being like, this place is sketch. And went in, there was like
I wish there had been video for this entire podcast because there is not. This is it for the video. But you can totally see that Dr. Nance is like, much more of this do we have to sit through?
One of those little windows that they pulled open, and I looked inside, and the woman like asked me like 3 questions. Not one of them was my age or like my weight or.
You were 8. I imagine it was probably fairly obvious that you were 8. I mean, yeah, you were a tall kid, but you weren't passing for a 20-year-old yet.
Anything like that. It was literally like, do you have a heart murmur?
Who the fuck is asking an 8-year-old if they have a heart murmur?
Do you have like any of these other?
Dr. Nance is over here. What are you? Yes, sister. Yes. What are you? Okay.
Conditions, diabetes, I think. And this is like at 8 years old. Shut the door, took me in. This like older man gave me a speech about why I was awful because I was overweight. And then he wrote me a prescription for what I now know was fen-phen. So at 8 years old, I started taking fen-phen.
Yep.
This story just gets weirder.
Fen-phen is a stimulant that was a popular kind of diet drug. It was pulled from.
Anna cannot wait to be able to talk again, to the point where her body language just shuts down as soon as Dr. Nance starts talking. Yeah. I was talking, by the way. I wasn't done telling my bullshit story. I wish that there had been video. That reaction would have been even longer if there had been video.
From the market by the FDA in 1997 because of serious cardiovascular problems.
So the changes.
Oh, and that's it. Okay. Well, if you want to hear the rest of why the story is bullshit, go listen to my reaction to it. So this is another then and now thing that she's got going on. I'm just gonna let it play. I honestly cannot remember if it was Fit and Full Fat or if it was Lindsay that pulled video of Anna from like a year prior to this, where Anna's just as flexible then as she is in her outfit in the now picture. So her like, oh, I've gained so much flexibility, you guys. It's like, no, you lost a lot of flexibility. You haven't gained shit. So that's kind of the thing. Also, I'm sure if the if Chikara was watching this, or if like Alan Roberts was watching this, I'm sure they could take apart her form, because even I can see that it's like not great. But I don't know. I honest to God don't know what the fuck she's doing. So I don't even know why this is happening. Like, why would you do this? This makes no sense. But anyhow. But anyway, this whole like now and then thing is kind of an optical illusion, really. Because again, there's video evidence on one of their 2 videos that shows that Anna was just as flexible roughly a year ago as she claims to now be. So you've accomplished nothing, basically. So basically, she just took a video of herself on a day when she wasn't that flexible and then compared it to today where she is flexible. So she is stretched, basically. Anyway. I didn't make a change in my life to be smaller. Bullshit. I made the change to be able to live bigger. There's a different talk about this a lot on my. There's a difference. Yep. Talk about this a lot on my episode of the Medical Detectives podcast. If you haven't listened yet, you really should. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and it gives you so much more depth and insight into my medical journey that a TikTok just isn't long enough to capture. That's the God's truth. When I started this journey, I was seeing simple things like tying my shoes become challenging due to my mobility issues. Has nothing to do with you being obese. That would be ludicrous. Inflammation and pain. Now I sometimes forget I even struggled with those things. This video really makes it obvious. You can see how hard I'm trying in the first clip to do something that is now easy in the second clip. My lessons for myself today is to always remember where I came from and thank that version of myself for doing the hard work to get me here. Here's the real issue here with the then picture. I could probably go outside on the sidewalk and take a video of myself struggling to do a toe tap or whatever the fuck this is, right? And then come in, change my clothes, stretch a little, go back out and walk and do the exact same exercise. And I could probably high kick my hand like she does, right? All on the same day. And then put it together. It'd be like, oh my God, guys, this one was from whenever I want to tell you it's from. And now I'm super flexible. Look at all the trains that I did. It's like those pictures where they're like, where the fitness people, they're like standing and their shoulders are all rounded and they've got the big pooch and they're like, oh, I'm so fat. And then like they stand up straight and suck their gut in. And they're like, and now I'm thin as hell. It's the exact same thing. Anyway. POV, you're living your best life. These are just clips from when she was on her never-ending vacations. I swear as soon as I am healed from my next 2 surgeries, I am finding my way back to the islands and living my best life. I highly doubt people are going to be handing you free vacations again just because of really how bad you were last time. Wow, how did that not get deleted? This is from January 14th. Pretty sure this isn't on here. Nope, sure isn't. Okay. I guess I should have come over to TikTok. All right, so this is when doctors dismiss symptoms as all in your head. I just got done listening to this one. At no point did this woman say the doctors told her it was all in her head. The woman said she felt like it was all in her head. It's time to dig deeper. This week's episode, we hear Kathy's medical mystery story and talk about the hidden patterns that are often overlooked. Want to hear the whole story? Find the podcast now on Apple and Spotify. I literally just finished listening to this, and at no point did Kathy say that the doctors told her it was all in her head. She said she felt like it was all in her head. And at one point, I think she might have said, I felt like he thought it was all in my head. At no point did she ever say, the doctors 100% said it was all in my head. That never occurred. So anyway, all right, I think we are now caught up with... I think we're caught up with this now. Let me double check. That's comments. There won't be any comments. Oh, that's still the 21st. Ooh. All right, so let's back this up because this is actually kind of annoying. Poor Dr. Nance. Did you even understand what you were signing up for?
Wait, hold up. So I'm just trying to process this. My brain does not like this. You are dizzy, and you can't see things. And they're like,
By the way, the mono sound, I know it's only coming out of one channel. That's them, that's not me. I don't know what they did when they uploaded the sound, but it's not in stereo. It's only coming out of the right sound. So I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix that. So it does sound weird, and I apologize, but there's nothing I can do to fix it.
they're like,
Yes,
physical
I'm sorry.
therapy will solve it. I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Anyway, continue.
No, thank you, because that does bring me back to when you have a bipolar diagnosis and you're taking the kind of medications that I am taking, including, oh yeah, well, I have a little bit of an antipsychotic. The doctors are looking at you. I think they try to create a picture in their head. This person has depression. She's anxious. She's gone through a lot of things in her life. You know, this is just in her head.
And I will say, Kathy, that, you know, when we are in medical school, the way that we diagnose someone is through pattern recognition. We are categorizing people based on what is the most likely cause. But something that we are all taught to do, but don't necessarily do all the time, is think of a differential diagnosis.
Never really noticed how much of a mouth breather Anna is. I feel like I've never noticed that before. Explains a bunch of things. I literally just finished listening to this episode. the woman, the clip that you just heard is kind of out of context. The woman mentions that she had been having dizzy spells, she had balance issues, and she was having mobility problems, basically. And she went to an optometrist, or she went to somebody who was like specialized in like inner ear and eye things. And they were like, well, we can't find anything wrong. So let's send you to physical therapy to kind of see if we can correct via physical therapy. And Anna's like, oh my God, that's unacceptable. I can't believe they gave you physical therapy instead of what, Anna? Another drug to take? This woman was on like 5 medications at this point. What would you have preferred they do, Anna? What's the solution here? I mean, I don't think there's any surgery she could have had done. So anyway, Dr. Anna over here. Now I'm just like keeping this open just so I can see what she does and doesn't have. Yeah, okay, so all right, let's jump back to YouTube, because remember we got here and I was like, wait a minute, there's ones that are missing. This is also part of the episode that we just heard that one clip from, right? So this was posted. I hate the way YouTube does this. This one was posted on January 22nd or 21st. We're going to jump around a little bit, and I apologize for that, but that's because of this is the way Anna posts shit. This is why Anna's timeline is all effed up. But let's listen to this little clip. This is the same woman, by the way. This is Kathy. Hunting to the emergency. And no one thinks that the doctor might take that into consideration because apparently doctors don't know shit about what they do for a living. Dr. Nance is like, I finally got to say something. I really, really, really wish the full video was available for these, just because, like, I would love to sit there and watch Anna perform through all of these. It's just, it would be so great. It would just be one of the best things ever. It would just be so good. All right, let's mute this and then go up. Let's see. Yeah, this is a throwback, but Anna specifically posted it only on YouTube again. Remember, the throwbacks are only on YouTube, right? That purple dress was pretty. But this is her showing us her best life, even though Anna says in her podcast that even during these pictures that she's talking about here, she was just smiling her way through the pain. She was just pretending to be happy. All right, this is... Anna is showing us that she took an extender off her compression pumps today. And this was posted on January 22nd. I guess she's implying that the size of her legs are shrinking. So I was trying to figure out if she had compression garments on her arms or not. Because her arm that's holding up the camera looks a little sausagey. And that's kind of what the compression garments kind of make you look like. But I want to make sure. Okay, so we're here with the dog. So we're not to the dog yet. This is another throwback. I think this one's interesting just to see how Anna walks in these videos. Because this one's a much older video. This one's probably from 7 or 8 years ago. Just judging by her hair. Let's just look at how she walks. Anyway. This Anna put up, this was for Valentine's Day. I think Lindsay also did a, because Lindsay does all the fashion reviews. I think Lindsay also did a fashion review of all these. I don't really care, honestly. It's Valentine's Day. The only thing I have to say is, why can you not find pants that fit you? Just don't understand. But this was put up on January 23rd. This is another throwback. And it's just getting crafty. Get crafty with it. Nah. I like when she curls her hair like that, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously a Christmas craft. She says, I have too many shirts, so I'm turning this one into a workout. I need some scissors and some sweet moves, and then I cut the sleeves off. Basically, she's just telling you how she turned a sweatshirt into a workout shirt, or a t-shirt into a workout shirt. We've seen her in this one before. You'll recognize it after she gets it all cut up. Put it on in this one. Yeah, you've seen her wear this one before. It's a workout shirt. Whatevs. This one I kind of did a little cover on just because she hadn't really been posting much. This has Chubba Wubba's tub thumping in the background. If you don't know, it says, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. And then she says, I'm so sorry. Or she says, I'm sorry, as she fake cries. Again, I think she's got arm compression on. And then she spins it around. And now she's got curly hair and she's wearing this stupid ass sunshine costume. And she's dancing around. Look what I could do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. And she says, I'm sorry, I need to quit listening to haters. But Anna, we're the only people who are honest with you. And then there was a description originally. Even when it's hard, I'll always try to bring sunshine to your feed. Hashtag positive mindset. But you can't comment on it. No feedback. No feedback for you. This is another throwback. She's doing something to Dua Lipa. I don't know. I know she's a musician. I think it's a she. I don't know. What are we doing? I don't think I watched this one. Oh, that's an outfit. Look, I get that she's somewhere around 600 pounds. But she's got like a fairly conventional body shape, so I don't understand why she can't find clothes that fit her. This is another throwback. For some reason, she's got lightsabers. I think they're for club dancing. I'm not entirely sure. Is there music in this one? Yes. Okay. So this is a new one. Earn her Starbies. I'm partnering with Starbucks to show you what self-care looks like to me. Hashtag Starbucks ambassador. Whatever, Ann. How is that different than last year? Wasn't last year basically the self-care year? She does have arm compression on. seeing as it's effectively underwear for you, I would imagine having fresh underwear would feel good. Call me crazy. Yeah. She's wearing full body compression there. This is post-arm surgery. When I don't cook breakfast. I think she's been watching my content because I have been saying for a very long time now, if she wants to continue being a Starbucks ambassador, that's fine. But what she should be doing, considering she's got the lipedema, is showing how she can alter her Starbucks in order to keep it within a low inflammation lipedema diet, right? And this is the first time, literally the first time ever, she's shown something like that, where she gets her 2 shots of espresso and then she mixes in a high protein shake. I don't know what the shake is. I don't drink that stuff, so I don't know. You all have to tell me down in the comments, but it's the first time I've ever seen her customize her Starbucks in a way that it actually isn't full of nothing but milk and sugar. It's probably still full of milk and sugar. It just came out of a protein shake, but at least there's some attempt, I guess is where I'm going with this. So she's clearly listening to the haters, even though she has a video out saying she's not going to listen to the haters anymore. Why is the dog wearing a sweater? It can't be that cold. Where's your dog? Wait, when you're petting those dogs, who's holding your dog? Supposed to do it for 2 hours a day, though. Anyway, this is fresh. Okay, I got a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Hang on. Okay. Let's jump back to the TikTok. My bad. All right, we watched this one on the TikTok. Why did she take this one off YouTube? This is from January 17th. Just 2 besties having a little glow up moment. Data needs a groom so bad. I had to keep his coat long for Christmas in the cold. But he was beginning to look like a little urchin muppet. Don't know what that means. I love how his hair looks now. Also, boys can wear bows. Don't even try to come for me. Come for them in the comments. Why would you think they would? Low-key really obsessed with leopard print at the moment. This dress is old, but there were so many great leopard print pieces right now. I just don't think it's too hard to find something that feels perfect on you. I think maybe the reason she pulled this one off of YouTube is because I know, since this is an older dress, I'm just going to let it play. This poor dog. Oh my God, this poor dog. Dog does look cute. This leopard print dress, I know that there's apparently some comparison pictures out there of her wearing it in the past, and apparently you can tell from the older pictures that the dress has shrunk on her, implying that she is outgrowing the dress. So if it wasn't leopard print, I would like it. I'm not a big animal print fan. So, that poor dog. He really is just a prop for her, isn't he? So I'm guessing that's why she yanked it off of YouTube. I don't know why she doesn't think people are going to go to the TikTok and look at her TikToks. I don't understand the logic, but whatever. POV, when someone says they don't like iced coffee. Iced coffee is better than hot. I said what I said. So is this one of your coffees that was just a shot of espresso with your little protein shake mixed into it? Because I'm going to guess from the sticker on the side it's not. All right. This is her reviewing the Festi line on TikTok. This says, my honest review of the new Tord line Festi for myself. This line is a project Tord has unsuccessfully and kind of controversially tried to launch previously, and I'm a little surprised they didn't change the name. I'm going to ignore its history. I don't know the history behind this in this review and offer my perspective as if it was 100% brand new. Overall, the line feels inconsistent and candidly a bit confusing. Well, I mean, if you would buy the sizes that fit you. The sizing is unpredictably all over the place. That said, there are some serious gems in the mix that I feel fresh and fun. I think it has a lot of potential, but it's definitely still in its awkward teenage phase, trying to figure out what it truly wants to be. This one to know one. I'm going to guess Torrid didn't sponsor her to do this, so I'm guessing this is something she did with her own money because it's Anna usually trashes something that she didn't get paid to review. If she gets paid to review something, she would have loved every single one of those outfits, even the hideous bubblegum pink one. So, all right, so this is from a 121. When the search for answers feels endless, the mental toll is undeniable. Misdiagnosis and uncertainty aren't just medical, they're emotional. Let me listen to this one. I think we've already heard this one.
You don't know what's wrong with you. You just get desperate. Please just tell me I have something, because you begin to feel like maybe I am crazy.
Okay. Yeah, we've already listened to this one. We call up. Jumping back and forth is kind of a but kind of has to happen, unfortunately. This is from 122. Sometimes progress with your health is hard to see or just really slow. Sometimes I forget how far I have come with managing my health. I'm just going to let it play. And my lipedema. Today, I realized that my at Lipedema Press USA was not fitting right, and I was able to take out an extender, and that is worth celebrating. But it's not about losing weight, you guys. Okay, Girl4481. What brand are your leg pumps? My at Lipedema Press USA. Can you not read? All right, this is the Valentine's thing. Already getting in the Valentine's spirit, here are 4 super cute looks that work for any time of the year, but especially if you want to show a little appreciation for love in your day. And this is her. I'm sorry, I need to quit listening to haters. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Who's going to give me money? Look what I can do. Who's going to give me money? Sometimes you just need a red lip and a little sparkle. She does look good in a red lipstick. She looks good with her hair curled, too. Do I have this set up right? Yes. Excellent. Let's see. Self-care looks different for everyone, so today I'm partnering with @Starbucks to show you what a self-care day looks like for me. Compression gear, a protein-packed breakfast, and look. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is compression gear on her arms, right? I could be wrong. I don't actually know. But I think this is compression gear on her arms, which would mean she's had her surgery? Why don't her arms look better? Maybe she hasn't then. A protein-packed breakfast and movement are always my favorite ways to start the day. What does a self-care day look like to you? We all panicked and downloaded every single video we made. I was reminded of this trend, so I did it because of nostalgia. I guess she's talking about the potential TikTok shutdown. POV, it's finally the last day of the year of January. Whee! See, I like the cut of the dress. I just don't like the pattern. Going into February. Hopefully, knock on wood, cross fingers, holds lucky rabbit foot, hang horseshoe over door, wishes on a shooting star, steps or sweeps dirt away from front door, throws salt over shoulder, dons evil eye necklace, and hangs a dream catcher. That's a lot. Some of those are counterintuitive. You should like throw the salt first and then sweep the door. And speaking of, I need to sweep up the salt I threw the other day. All right, so there's 31 days in January, right? This is from 4 days ago. 4 days ago would have been the February the 3rd. Right. So in February, we begin the moving arc. I know a couple people have already covered this one with the weird, like, why are you purposefully putting yourself on the internet looking like this? Before this goes viral, I just want to say you've shown me how to express my body, and I love you for that. You're gorgeous. There's only 1,000 likes of this. It's gonna be okay. This isn't going viral anytime soon. It's okay. Tornadoes for life. All right. So in February, we start the moving arc that we only know about because I came over to TikTok and read the descriptions. She sure as hell wasn't telling us about it over on the YouTubes, which I'm not surprised by, honestly. That's interesting. This is another throwback. This is her last day of January. Did we get a description? No, we do not. We do not get descriptions on YouTube anymore. Okay, cool. No context. But this, remember, this was posted much earlier in January on TikTok, and she posted this February 1st on YouTube. So she's just playing all kinds of hell with her little timeline, isn't she? Whatever. Is there a description? Does she not understand that people can watch all of the platforms? Like, if I was really feeling saucy, I could go check her Instagram. Does she not understand that people can do this? I don't get her. It's like she thinks you can only look at YouTube, or you can only look at TikTok, or you can only look at Threads, or you can only look at Instagram, right? So we've already been doing this for an hour, so I'm not going to go check out Threads because she just says dumb shit on Threads, guys. She just says dumb shit. She did say a couple things about moving over on Threads and just kind of complaining about it. One thing she did say, though, was pretty funny. It was, I'm in the final stages of moving where I'm just throwing random things into boxes. And then she said, I should do a mystery unboxing of these when I get to my new place because I don't even know what's in these boxes. And I'm like, yes, I feel that. I understand. I hate moving. So I 100% feel that one. Oh, yeah. So remember I was talking about that red one? Let's see, we can back to back. I'm going to do these back to back just because we can. Okay, so on YouTube, you can see this one. She looks like a golden retriever. So this is the video I was talking about. What you see on social media versus what you don't, right? Absorb this, please. Watch it one more time. Just because it looks effortless on social media doesn't mean it is. Positive mindset, health journey, all right? So we've got that. And then we come over here to this. Now remember, what a difference a year makes. I cannot wait to see where I am when all my surgeries are done. Implying that she's better in December than she was in January. This is the same footage in December that she was sharing in December. What you see on social media. What versus what you don't. Now, I will give her, this only exists on YouTube, right? This only exists on TikTok. Does she not think we have, like, brains? I don't understand her sometimes. Anyway, that's plenty of time on this. That is Glitter and Lazer's January 2025 on TikTok and YouTube, because apparently I have to do both of them now to cross-reference them. Will I eventually work Instagram in? Yeah, probably. Just not this month. All right. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave I don't know, I guess leave a little running person down in the comments section as your emoji. because I can't think of anything else, and that's the last thing we're looking at. So go ahead and leave a running dude down as your emoji. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite moment from January 2025? She's gone dark. She's starting to come a little bit out of it. She's gone dark. We know she's moving. We know she's getting her surgery for her arms and her calves. And that's it. That's all we know at this point. So I guess February is going to be a big month for her. And I said this in the last react that I did to her podcast, but I'm only going to react to the last 2 podcasts that she put out recently. And then we're just going to kind of chill on the podcasts because A, they take me a really long time to do, and B, I don't care. I don't care that much. So unless one of them pops up and they're like, it's like particularly egregious, I'm not going to do a reaction to it anymore. Also, I'm curious to see how long this podcast is going to actually last, just because like one hour-long episode a week is a very ambitious schedule for a podcast. But anyway. All right. Remember, running person as your emoji. Thank you, everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next one. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.